you guys are kicked out from the hostel. That's how we met. Who's that guy? Where is he from? What is happening with that guy? You're gonna be heartbroken. He's gonna break your heart. Looking at each other, playing the little eye contact game. I broke his dishwasher. I'm literally writing a Balinese numerologist to ask her if we're compatible. Welcome to this new vlog as I am officially moving to Bali. Right now I'm actually in my room in Bali, but this is all happening in the next episode. Today the whole video is my journey to how I got from Canada to Bali. It literally took me 5 days, and on the way I stopped tonight to see a boy in Vancouver. I'll give you all the tea about it. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It means the world to me. Enjoy this video. I made it to Toronto. Because it's my last time in Canada for probably a year, I've decided to find a place where they have poutine. Another A&W. I hope it's good. I've never had poutine there. So this is what a poutine looks like. There's fries, cheese, and like it's kind of gravy. It's okay. It's not the best poutine I've had, but it's good. I'm gonna be happy after it. Okay, now the full Canadian experience is not done. I've had my poutine. Now I'm gonna go at Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is like the biggest coffee chain in Canada. Thank you. Have a nice day. I got it. Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm in. We're going to Vancouver. I'm with Air Canada, and they just added a Bluetooth thing to the little TV you have in the plane. So basically, I could connect my AirPods to the TV in the plane. I'm so excited, and now I'm gonna watch It Ends With Us. I've never watched it. I know I'm late to the trend. Okay, right now there's like the most beautiful view ever. It's like we're on top of the Rockies and there's a sunset, so you can see the snowy mountains with the pink sky. I officially made it to Vancouver, and right now I'm just gonna go get my luggage, and then I'm probably gonna take a taxi or the subway. I'm not sure. I might take the taxi because I'm lazy, and I'm gonna go see the guy I told you about that I literally haven't seen him for a year and a half, which is insane. I'm so nervous. Pause here. I haven't taken time to tell you who's that guy, where is he from, what is happening with that guy. So I'm just gonna tell you the whole story because it's the funniest story ever. So at the beginning of my journey, so in June 2023, when I started traveling, I stayed in Vancouver for 3 months. I was working at a yoga and rafting resort, and during the weekends I was often like going back in downtown Vancouver and having a little bit of fun and partying. And so one weekend I went to this hostel and there was this trivia night. And so I arrived there. I was a solo traveler. I didn't know anybody. And then I met this like French girl at the bar and we like bonded. I joined her team. And so we were sitting at a table, and across from us, there was like a guy's table where the guy I'm seeing was. So throughout the whole night, we were like looking at each other and like playing the little eye contact game. Right after the trivia game, we started chatting and then having some shots. And then we wanted to have a quiet little spot for us to be together. We were both sleeping in a dorm. He told me like, oh, my roommates aren't there. So we go in his room, we started kissing. And then at one point, there's this guy, his roommate, he enters the room and he's like, oh, sorry. And he leaves. And so we're like, okay, let's go. Like he might come back. This guy, instead of just leaving and like coming back later, he went to the receptionist. So the receptionist enters, she opens the light, she opens the curtain, and we're literally naked. And she's like, you have 2 minutes, I'm waiting for you outside. And so she asked this guy his key, and she's just like, you guys are kicked out from the hostel. That's how we met. Long story short, after that, we went on the beach, we went back, we went in my bed, he slept in my bed.
And in the morning, I was so like shy and embarrassed and like panicking. I just left in the morning without saying bye or whatever. I just left. And literally, like, I think at this point, I didn't have his Instagram. I didn't have anything. And like 2 days later, I moved to another hostel. Turns out he was at this other hostel. And so we met again. We exchanged Instagram. And then that's when we like went on a proper date. We went on the rooftop, and then we went to have drinks, and then we went out. And from that day, then we started like seeing each other a little bit, but I wasn't in Vancouver for too long. It was just like a really fun time, but that was a year and a half ago. And since then, I never saw him again, but we kept in touch a little bit, but honestly, not that much. And like at the beginning of December, he texted me and he was like, oh, are you planning to come back to Vancouver anytime soon? And then I knew I was coming back to Bali in January. And usually when I go to Bali, I always stop either in Vancouver or LA, split the road in two. So I was like, oh, well, you know what? I might be in Vancouver mid-January. So he was like, oh, you can stay at my place, blah, blah, blah. And so turns out I booked a ticket to go to Vancouver and stay at his place for 2 nights. Which is insane. I am literally getting ready right now at the airport in the toilet because I want to look cute before arriving. So I had prepared my little bag with my essentials, and right now I'm just doing this really quickly, and then I'm gonna call my taxi. I also have my perfume ready. I have a lot of deodorant. I just want to smell good and look cute, but still look chill, you know? I also changed for leggings, you can see, but they were more comfy and more cute. This is probably the best feeling ever. I haven't gotten to the carousel yet, and I already see my suitcase and my bag, which is a good sign because this is the most stressful part if they lose your bag, especially that like in 2 days I'm just going to Bali. That it would have been with a different airline, it would have been so complicated. Oh, they're taking it. I took too much time of doing my makeup, I think. They were literally about to take my suitcase. I was the last one to take it. But everything's fine. I have everything now. It's time to call the taxi. Right now, I'm at his place. Everything's going really well. We had a really nice night last night. Right now, he's at the supermarket to buy some eggs and milk. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a summary of what happened during this weekend because I didn't really film inside his apartment to be respectful. So I'll just tell you 3 things that happened that were actually so funny. First of all, I broke his dishwasher. Well, this is not funny. Now it's funny, but when it happened, I was freaking out. I don't know what happened. I literally just opened the door and like it broke. And then he spent 1 hour taking care of the dishwasher. He literally had to move it out and like, I don't know what he did, but it was kind of hot. Second thing, this is just me having a big mouth and not being able to just shut up sometimes. I was talking about my podcast, and then I was like, oh yeah, I actually like told the whole story of like how we met on the podcast, on the episode Travel Romance. I'm actually giving more details in this podcast episode than this video, because this video I know he's gonna probably see it instead of the podcast. I was like, he's never gonna listen to it. I literally had no filters. So then I say that, of course he's like, oh, let's listen to it. So he starts listening to the podcast. I'm like literally hiding, wanting to completely die and disappear. Anyways, and then the third one is actually my favorite. Last time I was in Bali, I went to see a numerologist. A numerologist is someone who takes like your birth date and like she does like some mathematics with it, and then she can tell you like about your past, your present, your future. And last time I went to see her in June with my friend Sam, she was actually so accurate. I was seeing the guy I talked about in my first vlog, and I asked her about him, and she was like, don't go there, you're gonna be heartbroken, he's gonna break your heart.
And turns out she was right. I'm just like telling him that, and he's like, I wonder if she would say like, I'm a good guy for you, if we're compatible or whatever. Turns out we texted her and I gave her his birth date and I asked her, are we compatible? And this is her answer. The odds of me seeing again this guy are really, really low. And like, I'm literally writing a Balinese numerologist that I haven't seen since June to ask her if we're compatible, and that's her answer. Anyways, apart from that, it was really fun. We went for some walks. It was really chill. And now back to the airport.
I was so lucky. On my ticket, I messed up, like I switched my first name and my last name, which is not the lucky part. My suitcase was 26 kg. It was overweight because I messed up with my name and my first and my last name. They just didn't notice, so I didn't have to pay the extra, which is awesome. So anyways, right now I made it through security. I'm just gonna find my gate and I'll try to get some work done before boarding, because I think I'll be in the plane for like 10 to 11 hours, which is a long time. I'm so tired. But now it's time to board my plane. So the first flight is from Vancouver to South Korea.
I made it to South Korea. So because I was really exhausted, I fell asleep so quickly.
But I also have a 11-hour layover in South Korea, so it's gonna be long. Okay, this is also my personal review for the Korean Air. It was the first time I was taking this airplane, and honestly, it was so much better than expected. I'm really difficult with food in planes. Like usually I eat half of it, and it was one of the first time I ate it all. It was really good. Well, good for airplane food. Also in the plane, I watched Twilight, and that made me so happy. I know it's not that good when you rewatch it, but I watch it every year. I just love this little love story. I found this little cute French little restaurant inside the airport, and I'm so happy. My sandwich is delicious, and I have a table. I can work. I'll show you. This is my sandwich. It's really good. And then here I'm about to watch a TV show, a French-Canadian TV show. And I'm going to answer some email, and this is the little restaurant. I am boarding my last plane, and I'm on my way. In literally 7 hours, I am in Bali. I think so far there's nobody sitting next to me, which would be amazing. I made it to Bali. And so I'm just gonna show you exactly how it works when you arrive at the airport. So if you're ever coming to Bali, this is what you need to do. So I highly recommend doing the electronic visa. This way you can skip a really long line. Right now it's 11 p.m. so you cannot really see, but there's still like a lot of people and the lines are taking forever. But if you do it online, you can just skip it and go straight to these little robots. So here I have my visa on my phone, and I'm just gonna go in the line here. I'll need to scan my passport and my visa, and I'll be good. So that's it for the first step. Then the second step, you have to scan a QR code, and then you're gonna answer a few health questions. It literally takes like 1 minute to fill out, and I should be good. Never mind, I forgot this important step. I'm just not used to checking my bags, but you have to wait for your bag. So what I recommend, right now they haven't even started dropping the bags yet, so it might take a while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go to the exit of this room, and I know there's the QR code that I can already scan and already file my health form. So then whenever I have my suitcase, it should take like 5 minutes and I'm out of here. So this is where my bag should arrive, but it hasn't started yet. So if you follow the exit signs, you'll see over there's a bunch of people. You'll see this QR code that you have to scan, and then you just file the form. Shouldn't take long, and then you're free.
Okay, it took forever to take my suitcase, but now I have it. They haven't lost it. And here you have all the drivers waiting for people. So the cheapest way and easiest way, in my opinion, is to take Grab. So you can download the app Grab on your phone. It's like Uber, but for Bali. I always do that. I subscribe to Grab Unlimited. It gives you so many discounts, and it's costing you like $3 for 2 months. It's super cheap and it's really worth it. So you'll see like there's probably gonna be drivers asking me to give me a ride. No, thank you. No, thank you. I have one already. Thank you. I have already someone. No, I'm good. Thank you. I already have someone. Thank you. No, thank you. I already have someone. If you're ordering a Grab, there's a specific place you need to go. It's inside the airport, so you can wait inside the airport in the lounge. So because my car is there in like 4 minutes, I'll just wait here. Okay, so now I made it to the Grab. So the new Grab lounge is actually cool, and you should go there. Don't go to the pickup point, because they're gonna just come pick you up at the new lounge. And right now I think I have like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half of driving. It should be quite fast because it's in the middle of the night, so there's not gonna be traffic, and then I can go to bed.
I made it. I made it. I made it. This is my second home. I feel so happy. Time to go to bed, and I absolutely need a shower. Good night.